you guys have both, it seems like accomplished quite a bit, even recently. So, what's the plan from here on out, moving forward? Eric, if you don't mind sharing, you said you see some, interesting opportunities coming in the next few years. So, if you could explain a little bit more on kind of what the game plan is moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, so as far as goals for our team goes, I personally plan to participate, and this is a little bit of a sidebar, but I want to make sure I talk about this for a second. Ending veteran homelessness, and it was. I feel like Whitney and I talk a lot about like why and what drives us and things like that. So you can tell if you're listening, oh man, you guys are talking about that again. It's really important to hammer home, and I'll talk about this a little bit later too. But I want to end veteran homelessness. I will end veteran homelessness with Veterans Community Project this decade, and so having that as a goal and where we're headed, I can look at, okay, so there are 40,000 homeless veterans on the streets right now. That's a solvable problem. It's not that many. It's not millions, thankfully. So how do I reverse engineer what I need to do on a daily, day to day to make that happen? And it starts with donating one house, and then it starts with starting a new community in Oklahoma City, and then in St. Louis, and then so you can really, by setting small, larger targets, you can take bite-sized chunks on a daily basis and make sure that happens. So where we're headed is just continuing to buy multifamily, continuing to build our community. We have a Active Duty Passive Income is my company, and we have it's an education platform and community. We have 13,000 veterans in our group, and growing by about 1,000 members a month right now. And that is an engagement platform for veterans to learn how to transition, or some of them have transitioned, but to invest in real estate, and so that they can go and create their own whys and go and change the world in whatever way they want to. So we believe that by providing a platform where people speak the same language, so to speak, and have a passion for real estate investing, that's what Active Duty Passive Income is. So building that company, and we now have financial services division and some other things, but it's really just grown, and it's providing value to people in a way that is very fulfilling to me and my why. I serve, my why is very specific to me. I serve with the memory and pride of those who've gone before me, for they loved to fight, fought to win, and would rather die than quit. I say that every day. That's something that gets me on a hard day when I'm like, oh man, real estate. No, it's not that hard. I serve for those who I buried, who no longer can breathe. If you're watching this right now, you have a purpose. Go find it. You can contribute in an amazing way to an amazing cause. And when you find that drive, that why, you're going to do amazing things, because it's not going to feel like work. So I urge you to go out there and it sounds cliche, but dream bigger than you think you can. Add 2 zeros to your goal and see what happens. Your mind is an amazing thing. You will achieve much larger if you add 2 zeros to your goals.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. That's great advice too. Whitney, how about you? What's kind of the plan moving forward?
Yeah, we are also in massive growth mode, similar to Eric, and hiring a couple people now, and just more people on the assistant level. Also, just some other directors within LifeBridge that we need. I mean, we want to be an expert in many different things, many different asset classes, and provide just an all-around investment experience for investors. But I can't be all those people. Right. I can't be the expert in everything, and don't want to be, and know better than that. So we're growing our team, and ultimately, we just accomplished a massive goal. I mean, I've been, honestly, I've been just burning the candle at both ends for over about 2.5 years now, almost 3 years. And it's taken a massive toll, on our family, and that's been a big sacrifice for them. But our big goal is for me to be able to leave that federal agent position, and leave law enforcement and be real estate full time. And just about 3 months ago, we did that. So that was a massive goal for us. It was a massive, just turning point for our family as well, because I've missed I've missed almost every meal, not every, but a majority of meals with the family for the last 2.5 years or more. While I'm recording podcasts or talking to investors, I watch my boys play outside the window, and that was hard. That was really difficult, or having that never give up mentality. So I'm up at 4:30 most mornings, or taking calls even at 5 a.m. So I can still grow that network and doing those things. And so we met that goal. We've done that now, and moving forward, I can see us growing massively. Some of those things I can see us moving into different asset classes and just becoming more of a larger firm with numerous experts on our team. That's a little bit of what we see moving forward. I know that's not as precise as we would like it. But as far as, right now, it's continuing to purchase 3 to 4 large multifamily properties per year, for the foreseeable future. We're on track to doing that this year as well. So, continued growth and just even helping our team, not just our team grow more people, but even just self-development and things like that for our team as well. I just know that as they're developing and growing, and I'm encouraging that, we're all going to move forward because of that.
So Eric, wanted to put a question over to you. So I think, in terms of, you're in 500 plus units on the GP side. Can you talk about the location that you guys have focused in on, and then, kind of why you guys like that location?
Yeah, so we're primarily looking right now in the Indianapolis market, and we're not scared of secondary and tertiary markets as long as the deal looks good and there's a great story behind it. Notice I said great story. You really got to dive into why it's a good deal. And one of the things that I love doing is, one of my superpowers is super networking, and I love going out to properties that we have under contract, and networking with everyone in the community, from the mayor down to local business owners, to see how we can integrate the community into our asset, instead of plugging ourselves in and kind of operating in a bubble. We like to really make it feel more like a community effort. And there's some great ways to do that. So we like Indianapolis, or just the Indianapolis greater area. We'll invest anywhere. We own a mobile home community actually on the border of Indiana, down by Louisville, Kentucky as well. But so anywhere within a couple hours of Indianapolis, we have a great property management team there. That's something you should look for if you're getting started, is when you find a property management team. A lot of people bring it in-house because there are complications with property management, and that's often, especially with mobile home communities, it's a difficult thing to nail down. But we happen to find somebody that we trust, and they do a really good job for us. And so when you find your niche, when you find your market, stick with it. Why not? And instead of trying to be spread thin, going all over the place to a bunch of different markets, that's great if you can. But especially maybe if you're just getting started, pick one area and know what there is to know about that community.
Awesome. So Whitney, on your end, what are where do you have a focused market, or are you guys in multiple markets? And then kind of why you chose those markets?
Yes. So I get asked that often, and because we're not in Texas or the Southeast, but we're heavily in Colorado Springs and Boise, Idaho. And so those are two markets that we really like. Colorado Springs has been our focus for a while now, and but just great steady growth over a very long period of time. We have around just under 500 units there now, and Amazon just built the largest facility there within like 7 surrounding states, within about 2 miles of a couple of our properties there. Even our property in Boise, has a new Amazon facility that's less than a mile away. And so just a massive growth there. And so many, especially with the pandemic too, people are coming there from California and other places, because they can make the same money, work virtual, and live in an environment with less traffic, less people, and even out in the country a little bit, if they desire that, or have the mountains still. And so at those two markets, and I'll tell you something else that helped us decide about those markets too. Not only are they great fundamentals, But also, my business partner lives in Denver, and so I love having boots on the ground there. I love having somebody that can be there, every week, two or three times a week if they need to be, or meet the property manager or the contractor in person, make sure things are getting done. And so that was also very beneficial. I already had lots of connections there, obviously, because he lives there, and then and he is also from Boise. And so we have connections there. We have another guy on our team that's had a 20-year long successful construction business in Boise, very well known there. And he's our boots on the ground there. And so while my business partner and I are in both of those markets, even myself, often I love having somebody that's right there, to really see what's happening on a day-to-day basis if need be. But those are our focuses. And I won't say we won't go into other markets, but that's our focus. And having somebody there played a big role in that, but also just the market fundamentals was just a big key, obviously, driver. And obviously Amazon thinks it's a great place too.
Well,
Whitney, Whitney, I just want to say this real quick. Whitney, if you if this fire doesn't clear up here sometime soon in California, I might need to lease a unit from you in Boise.
Sounds good.
I don't know about Boise, Whitney, but at least Colorado Springs, that's be pretty attractive. I love hiking, so that's awesome.